So just make it better. Okay, so guys, I'm going to run you over some generic rules here, okay, before we begin. I have what are my letters I have learned off, okay? I have N, Z, I have these are my following letters. N, Z, sort of like an elongated F. Oh, sorry. Like it's like a capital F, but it's slightly elongated. And then I have X learnt off. Can anybody tell me the significance of these letters? This angle here? And this angle here? Reason? Okay. Next one. This angle here and this angle here. Corresponding. And finally, after that, this angle here and this angle here. Opposite. Now, to do this question, I'm going to use all three of them. Do you understand me? Yeah. Get ready. Now, do you want me to leave that up there for a second? Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. They'll always equal each other. Now, the key thing about the F and the Z is that these lines have to be parallel to each other to work. So, it has to tell you that they're parallel. Everybody on board with that? Yeah. Has to tell you it's parallel. And for the X, the line never changes. It goes straight through and stays on course. Okay? So basically you can't have something like this where it comes in and then goes up. We're going to go this way. Okay? That's not technically a proper X then. Okay? Now, what we're going to have next, guys, is we're going to try these letters on our diagram above. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. Let's start off. Okay? Now, this one here, this 40, do you see the 40? It's the same as what? What's opposite it? This one here, right? So let's call that one, that's 40. And then we're going to use Z after that. Everybody see the Z, or the backwards Z? What can we say about this one here? 40. Alright. And next thing, what can we say about this one here? This one here? 115. It's a corresponding angle, that's upside down. Do you agree with that? Okay. 115. What can we say about angle A? 115 plus 40 plus angle A has to equal 180. Angle A equals 180 minus 155. Alpha equals 25. Everybody good with that? Now finally, what can we say about this angle here?
180 degrees.
Yeah, so B plus 40 equals 180. Beta therefore equals 140. Okay. Now, what can we say about this angle here? Black angle. 115 plus 65 will equal 180. So what does that mean about that black part there? 65. Now, any four-sided object, guys, is called a quadrilateral. Does everybody agree with that? Quadrilateral. What can you tell me about all four angles in a quadrilateral, no matter what shape that quadrilateral is?
360 degrees.
They all add up to 360 degrees. This means your angle Y here, let's call it Y. Y plus 115 plus 65 plus 140 must equal 360. That is going to be Y plus 320 degrees equals 360. Y therefore equals 40. There's actually another way we could have done that. Does anybody see it? Look at this. There's another way we could have done it. We could have done the F. Look at this line from here to here. And what you have there is an upside down F, where they're both 40 degrees. Everybody got that? So you could have done it more than one way. Those ones take a bit of practice and you got to do a couple of questions on them. Okay? Move on? Okay. This one here. In this triangle, AB is worth 2. BC is worth 1. Find AC. Any options, guys? Sorry? Pythagoras' theorem. Once you're done with Pythagoras' theorem, 2 squared equals 1 squared plus x squared. 4 equals 1 plus x squared. We did this earlier today, didn't we? 3 equals x squared. X equals root 3. Next one after that, guys. What do we do next? Find the angle cos BAC. Which one is BAC? Bottom left. Okay, call it A. So, what's cos A? What's cos, guys? Cos.
1 over root 3.
Adjacent over hypotenuse, which is root 3 over 2. Everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
How do you find the angle BAC? Otherwise known as, we call it angle A. How do you find angle A? Cos inverse what? Root 3 over 2. I can tell you right now it's probably 30 degrees. Is that it? Yeah. Now, sketch a right angled isosceles triangle in which the sides are equal to 1 unit each and use to write cos 45 in third form. Okay. Isosceles triangle. Interesting one, this, okay? So I'm going to let 1 unit be equal to 1 unit will equal, I don't know, 3 blocks. Is that alright? Now 1 unit is 3 blocks. Okay. So 3 blocks here. Actually make it 4 blocks. I want to make it slightly bigger. It doesn't matter. I just want it. The only difference between my answer and your answer is I'll have a bigger diagram. Okay. So 4 blocks there. 4 blocks. 4 blocks up. What have I done there? Sorry? What do I? Can't be having that. 4 blocks across. 4 blocks up. That's 4 there. That's 4. Sorry. Well, that counts as 1, doesn't it? 1 there. 1 there. What type of diagram do I have? Right angle triangle. What can you tell me about this one here? 90. What can you tell me about the other two? They both have to add up to 90 degrees. So 90 degrees divided by 2? Anybody? 45. Now that we've decided that's 45, what can you tell me about the hypotenuse of this triangle? We have to find cos, and cos 45 is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Does everybody agree with that? How do you find the hypotenuse of this triangle? Okay, go on, keep going, Fionn.
X squared is 1 squared plus 1 squared.
Good man. Then after that?
X squared equals 2.
And then after that?
X equals squared.
Good man, Fionn. Really fast, to the point. Now, what's adjacent over hypotenuse now?
Square root 2.
Nope. Hypotenuse is root 2. And the adjacent is 1. 1 over root 2. We good with that? Keep going. This is part D. Show that cos 75 is not equal to cos 45 plus cos 30. How would you do that? Everyone knows how to use a calculator, right?
Yeah.
Cos 75. Point. What?
It's not cos inverse because it's an angle.
You're not asked to find the angle.
Oh, okay.
You're only asked to find the angle. That's when you do cos inverse. So let's call it 0.226. Just round it off. Cos 45. 0.707. So 0.71. And then cos 30. Probably 0.866, is it?
Yeah.
And we have our 0.866 going on here. And what happens when we add 0.866 to 0.71? Anybody know? 1.576. That's it. Now, 11. These two triangles are similar. Okay? Find the value of x. Now, would everybody agree that this red angle here is the same as this red angle here? They're similar triangles, and there's only one obtuse angle in each triangle, so that means they have to be the same one. Then we come across and say, oh, this green one is the same as this green one here. Yeah? Similar triangles is like a statue. There's the person, there's their gold statue in the same proportion, okay? Not quite the same proportions, the leg should be a bit longer, but you get the point, right? One of them is an enlargement of the other. They're the same shape, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to compare the similar sides, okay? So, in both triangles, we know what's in between the green angle and the black angle. Does everybody agree with that? Green angle and black angle in the big triangle. So if we get the big triangle and divide it by the small triangle, I can find how many times it's bigger than it. So 25 divided by, anybody? 15. What's 25 divided by 15? 5 over 3. The big triangle is 5 over 3 times bigger than the small triangle. What does that mean about this length x? The length x is 5 over 3 times bigger than the number 6. Multiply 5 over 3 by 6, and somebody told me it was 10. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you know that the side x is worth 10. X equals 5 over 3 multiplied by 6 equals 10. It's handy marks, isn't it, lads?
Yeah.
It's handy marks. You won't be getting worried about that. 5 minutes, no way. That's a minute at best. Okay? Now, this question here. Tell me what A, B, and C is, guys. What's A?
3, 6.
A is 3 across, 6 up. B?
0, minus 6.
No. Minus 6. 0. C? 4 across, 2 down. 4 minus 2. We happy enough with that? Okay. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. The midpoint of AB. Now, there's a quick way, there's some ways of doing this, right? You can do it this way. How many blocks do we grow across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blocks across. So the midpoint will be 4.5 blocks across. And then how many blocks do you go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the midpoint will be there, minus 1.5, 3. Better off to use the formula, right? Formula, really easy to get marks on. Now, can anybody tell me which one is x1, y1? A or B? It doesn't matter, okay? It can be either A or B. Okay? Long story short, lads, when you're using your geometry formulas, okay? When you're using your geometry formulas, it doesn't matter which one's x1, y1, it doesn't matter which one's x2, y2. We're going to get the same answer. I'm going to call A x1, y1. So the point 3, 6, you're going to be my x1, y1. My B is going to be x2, y2. And then I'm going to add them together. What's the x1 plus the x2? What's 3 minus 6? 3 plus minus 6, can anybody tell me what that is? It's going to be minus 3. Can anybody tell me what y1 plus y2 is? 6 plus 0? Anybody? 6 plus 0? 6. What's minus 3 over 2? Minus 1.5. And what's 6 over 2? 3. Is that the point I pointed out earlier on?
Yes.
Minus 1.5 across and 3 into the air. We happy enough with that? Okay. That's that question done. Okay, so that's the point D. Now, let's move on to the next page. Okay. Wants me to do next is find the equation of the line AB. What's the equation of a line formula, guys? So y minus y1 equals m brackets x minus x1. Can anybody tell me what page to find this on in your notes, in your tables? Huh? Page 18. Next thing. What does x1 and y1 represent? It represents either A or B. You need to pick a point that's on your line. Do you understand? What's point A again? Can anybody tell me? A is 3, 6. So let 3 be x1 and 6 be y1. Can anybody tell me what M is? What's point B? Point B, what's point B? Minus 6, 0. We have to find out the slope. Anybody know the slope formula? Rise over run could be used. You can count the blocks or you can do the formula. Okay, let's do the formula. What's y2 and x2 and y2? So 0 minus 6 divided by, anybody? Minus 6 minus 3. So minus 6 divided by minus 9, which turns out to be 2 over 3. 2 over 3. Still have to finish off this. Higgins, you have a question? So, what happens next, guys, is we got to put this slope. Where do we have to put the slope? Where does it go? The slope is the m value. The m value goes underneath the m. What goes underneath the x? Absolutely nothing, still x. x1, anybody? 3. This side? Minus 6. Now let me show you what you do here. Multiply the top by 2 and you get 2x minus 6 all divided by 3. Now here's the cross multiplication thing you were asked me to do recently, okay? You can do it 2 ways. The first way is, if this is division on the right, what happens when it moves to the left? Turns into multiplication. Second way of doing it, and some of you might do this as well, is to get a common denominator. So put 3 on the bottom, you must put on top. And what happens to the 3's on the bottom? Cancel out. Can anybody tell me why did they cancel out? If I have a third plus 4 thirds equals 5 thirds, would everybody agree with that? And what happens when I get rid of the thirds? Does it still balance? 1 plus 4 equals 5. So it still balances. That's why we're able to get rid of the 3's on the bottom. You can cancel the denominators provided the denominators are the same. If I was to change this question and turn that into 5 6, then you can't. That make sense now? Okay. Now that that's gone, I'm going to multiply this out. 3y minus 18, 2x minus 6. Bring the 18 and the 3y over the other side. 2x minus 3y. 0 there. What's minus 6 plus 18? Plus 12. See the 0? That can go on either side, so that's your answer there. Any questions? Find the equation of the line through C that's perpendicular to AB. Equation of the line. Key words. Y minus y1 equals m bracket x minus x1. Everybody agree with that? Now, let's start off with our slope. What was our slope in the last question? Our slope in the last question was? We want a perpendicular slope. What does that mean? Turn it upside down. If it's plus, change it to minus. If it's minus, change it to plus. Minus 3 over 2. What do we use for our x1, y1? Which point? What point does it go through? Come on, lads, a bit more response than that. What point does it go through? What point does it go through? C. Perpendicular to AB means it has the same slope as AB. It says through C. That means that the point C is on the line. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
So what is the point C? It says in the start of the question.
4 minus 2.
4 minus 2. So that's now your x1, y1. Alright, so y minus 2. What's minus 2? Plus 2. So y plus 2. M value, anybody? Minus 3 over 2. X1 value? Minus, yeah, it's 4, hence it goes to minus 4. Now that we're done there, what do we need to do next? Minus 3x plus 12 all over 2. What happens next then? 2 on the bottom, 2 on top. What happens to the 2's? The 2's will cancel. Then what happens then? Equals? Plus 12. After that? Yeah, we'll do it this way this time because I like to have a positive x. I like x to be positive all the time, as do most examiners, okay? Move the 3x over this side and we get plus 3x plus 2y. And that's when 12 comes over to the 4. 4 minus 12. And there you go. So guys, what we have here is let E be the point where this perpendicular line through C intersects AB. So if we go back to our very beginning, okay, we had AB was here, didn't we? And then we had a perpendicular slope coming from C. You can almost see that it's going to turn out to be hopefully 0, 4, can't you? Now, you haven't got the benefit of being able to, like, you could try drawing it out. If you're really stuck for marks and you didn't have a clue what you're doing, you can measure it out and try drawing it out and figuring out the answer that way. You won't get full marks, but you'll get an attempt maybe. Okay? Now here's what we're going to do. When we have two lines, okay, do you know how to solve two lines? Do you know how to find the point of intersection between two lines? A simultaneous equation using the both equations of each line. Okay? The equation of the first line was, that was it there, wasn't it? Does anybody still have it? Was it 2x minus 3y plus 12 equals 0, yeah? Okay, so 2x plus 3y, 2x plus 3y minus 12, was it? Minus 12 or plus 12, guys? Need a bit of response here. Plus 12, thank you. Was it minus 3y?
Yeah.
Thank you. I need you to answer me, guys, okay? What's the last equation I got for part D?
Minus 2y minus 3y plus 8.
I had it done there a second ago, but then I had to rub it out. That's it there, right? So I got 3x plus 2y minus 8 equals 0. Did you say minus 3x minus 2y plus 8? You just have the minus version of it, okay? Same thing. So 3x plus 2y minus 8. Everybody agreed with that? Now guys, we've done simultaneous equations before, and we never do them looking like this. You never go out looking, well, I can tell you, I never did. Okay, so bring the 12 over to your side, bring the minus 8 over to your side, and what it's going to become is equals minus 12 by bringing the last number over to your side. And now the equations become this.
Why change the figures around from why is it now 2y and 3x instead of 2x, 2y?
So guys, what we have here was we had a line. This is the equation of the line from part C. So this is the equation of a line AB, and this is the equation of the line from part D, which is another line that goes perpendicular to the original. What we're looking to do is we want to find out where is the point of intersection of these two lines. We're going to do this using the simultaneous equation. Everybody got that? Now pick a letter to get rid of. You can't go wrong. Alright, everybody wants to go for X. That's fair enough. X is, you can do it, but the reason why I go for Y is, see the way Y already has a minus and a plus? Makes the whole thing a bit easier. You can multiply the top one by 2 and the bottom one by 3. Why are we doing that? When we're going to turn both of these into 6's. That's going to be minus 6y, and underneath that is going to be plus 6y. So multiply by 2 and you get 2x minus 6y minus 24. Multiply by 3, 9x plus what? 6y equals 24. 13x equals 0. X therefore equals 0 divided by 13, which is still 0. Multiply by 13 turns into divide by 13. 0 divided by 13 is still 0. We got to find out the y value. What's the y value, guys? Use either one of the original equations. Red option or blue option, doesn't matter. Which one would you like? Red option. 2 times 0 minus 3y equals minus 12. 2 times 0, anybody? Minus 3y equals minus 12. Multiply both sides by minus 1. Then divide by 3. And you get y equals 4. 0, 4. As predicted in my diagram earlier. Everybody happy with that?
So if you don't answer,
If you're really desperate and you couldn't answer it the simultaneous way, you could try drawing a diagram for marks.
say if you didn't answer one question, is that like you couldn't answer any other question?
Which one is the short distance, CD or CE? Now, the C is the point what, guys? D is the point what? And finally, E is the point what? So what is E, guys? E is the answer to part E, which is 0, 4. What's point C, guys? Point C? Can somebody call me out point C? It's in your book, you can just turn the page. Huh? 4 minus 2. And what's point D? That was the answer to, that was the midpoint answer of part B. Remember the midpoint? Minus 1.5 and 3. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Now, what do these two big vertical lines mean? What do they mean? They mean the distance formula. Now, what you're going to do is this, guys. C is in both of them. So call C x1, y1. The other two are going to be x2, y2s for each answer. So let's start off with CD. The length of CD is going to be the square root of, anybody? x2 minus x1? Minus 4 squared. Yeah. Plus 3 minus 2. Minus 2, as Sean rightly said, turns into a plus 2. And then somebody's going to use the calculator on that one. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to do CE. CE once again. X2 is 0 minus x1, and then y2 minus y1. Can somebody do the red one? Who's on the red one? Hands up if you're able to do the red one. Okay, Josh and Higgins. On the blue one, can I have Josh on blue? Chris or somebody else on blue, please? Go. David's saying that the blue one is 7.21, and what's the red one? Anybody got the red one? Okay, red one is 7.43. We can see that the red line is bigger than the blue line. Okay.